Hey, I hope all is well with you. We're going to be talking about the Moccamaster, the good, the bad, probably everything in between. But as it sits right now, I believe this is the best application, best way that you can actually use the Moccamaster if you're deciding on the fence about using it at all. As you can see, we're done with our coffee, right? Get a little bit. It may seem like I was very dramatic about all the stuff that I threw away, but I don't use it. You're probably not gonna really use it. I think all that stuff is nice, but it actually gets in the way of actually making a really good cup with the Moccamaster. The Moccamaster, I think really the biggest saving grace of the Moccamaster is this thing right here. The thing that you can't see, which they say is copper. They say it's the heating plate, and it gets extremely hot, right where you want it to get hot. But other than that, it fails significantly. The way it actually brews the coffee, the uneven extraction from the actual shower head, the way it's made, it doesn't really work very well. And yes, you can fiddle with it, you can play around with it, you can move things around. One of my biggest things that I was doing this whole week was playing with the Moccamaster in a way to where I'm not touching it. I'm not playing around with it. I turn it on, use it as an automatic drip machine, and it does something mostly magical. Here is the byproduct of that particular thing. Yep, tastes good. Tastes evenly extracted. There's no problems with the coffee whatsoever. So there's a couple things that you have to do in order to get the best cup out of the Moccamaster. One of the things that I do want to talk about is the actual brewer. This brewer right here is the OXO Dripper. They're about $17. And I think it's one of the best applications for the Moccamaster. The reason why is because it has a very small hole. And that small hole allows you to be able to let the coffee stay with each other as long as possible. And as that happens, you're better off than getting the most even extracted coffee as you can. And I decided to use a flat bottom paper filter. The reason why is because from my test is that those particular type of brewers, they work better. It's a little bit more evenly extracted. It does a really good job. If you want a cone filter, I think one of the best brewers for that is a Hario V60 size 1. You put a regular filter in there, and the reason why I would say this is a really good one and this is $8 is because it keeps the coffee very compact. So when you're using the single spout, believe it or not, which is a better dripper than the shower head that it comes with, is that you have a bed that's like more compact. It allows the water to go on to the coffee. It actually gets to the whole coffee bed. So I would say that you should use this one. You can use this one up to like 35 grams of coffee. If it gets too much, then go ahead and use a size 2 and you're good to go. And it's very key to remember that this is a no bloom dripper. That's very important. You can't really do the same things that you have been doing if you are a pour over type of person. You can't do a bloom. You can't do a couple pulses. You can't do like a circle pour and a center pour, all that. This will just essentially pour straight in the middle. The way to solve that problem is that you have to go finer. You can read the directions all you want, but they don't work that way because what you're trying to do is slow down the brew. You want to use the heaviest, slowest filter as possible. If it's too fast, then you're not going to get the extraction that you want. So whatever the middle of your grinder may be, go a full notch or 2 finer. It's going to be able to slow down the grounds. It's going to be able to actually get to dissipate all around the grounds, not just in the center. The center is still going to be the main focus point, but it's okay because that's just the thing that we have to deal with. If we truly want automatic dripper where we just push the button, we're not playing around with it. We're not doing all this stuff that we do with manual brewers, then it can really work. That's one of the biggest takeaways that I was trying to do. Because at the end of the day, if I wanted to play around with the brewer, play around with the pulse setting on the dripper that it came with, I'm playing around with it. I just want to push the button sometimes, make a coffee, drink it, enjoy it, and then move on with my day. And I'm sure that's what you want to do. I would highly suggest this version. I'll put this version on the screen is because this one allows you to do, as you saw right now, a pour for myself. And that was at the 2 or the quarter amount of level, which was just the lowest level. Which, ironically speaking, they tell you to go even higher than that, but you can do the lowest level on here. And that's about 250 grams of water. Don't play around. Don't even think about getting the personal one because it's a waste of time. And the cool thing, I don't know if they designed it this way. I know they designed it a long time ago, is that you can put multiple different brewers on here. See how it fits just perfectly into the vessel, and you can put a paper filter. And believe it or not, this is $9. This is $17. And then if you don't want to keep spending money on this actual coffee maker, you can use the other shower head. However, I do realize is that it doesn't do it right to me. It just kind of does a pour in the middle instead of it concentrating in the center, and then it eventually dissipates. That's from my experience. If you want to play around with not spending as much, this is about $30, this actual shower head, which is a single spout. There's many things online. There's many things that people have talked about the way to mitigate, to solve the issue of the uneven extraction. And yes, a shower head that actually gets the whole grounds will be a lot better, because the uniqueness of the Moccamaster is that it actually has this like pulsing type of setting. You saw right now, it disperses the coffee and then disperses the coffee. So it's not all at once, which I do like that. There's so many things that you can find online, things that you can do and all that stuff. But if you're paying a lot of money for this particular brewer, I think with these simple tweaks, you're going to be in a better place, meaning that it's going to be easier for you to brew. You just turn the switch off and on. And again, the cool thing about the Moccamaster is that you can buy the parts from them directly or even on Amazon, and you won't have to worry about it being a wrong piece or whatever piece. It'll be cool if they actually came out with a spout that actually has a shower head that does a really better job. It is what it is, right? Do I recommend it? Yes, if you're going to be doing the things that I'm telling you to do. Let's go ahead and recap. You're going to have to go a lot finer than you think that you need to in order to extract the coffee, because this is a one activity type of brewer. No pulsing, no blooming, nothing like that. Okay. 2, you're going to have to get a different brewer. This one again is like $17. This one works really well because the hole that it comes out is very small to help you to get as much contact time with the coffee and the water together to make the coffee. Or you can use a Hario V60 with size 1. If you just kind of just doing, like, I think you'll be perfectly fine if you go halfway or even a little bit more than halfway with the size 1. If you want to make a bigger pot to fill it all the way up, this is 800 gram version, not the full liter version. I think all of them have this type of mechanism that you can play around with. If you want to use this carafe, you can use it if you have a party or whatnot. My understanding is that it still stays hot for the most part. Don't get the hot plate. I think this will work for you, especially if all you want to do is turn on the button, coffee comes out, you drink it, and you move on with your merry-go way. This is Oki at Everyday Being signing off. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.